My stepdad threw away my sketchbook, so I showed the whole school what he destroyed. I'm 17, the kind of kid who never fit anywhere neatly. Not popular, not invisible, just there. My world's always been art. Pencils, markers, digital tablets, anything that lets me escape for a few hours into something that actually feels like mine. But my stepdad, he's the opposite of art. Everything in his life is practical. He works in construction, wears the same dusty boots every day, calls emotions drama. When he married my mom 2 years ago, things got tense fast. At first, he called my drawings cute, then pointless, then a waste of time. He'd tell my mom, loud enough for me to hear, she should focus on something that'll pay rent, not doodles. Mom just sighed. She's talented, Mark. He'd roll his eyes. Talent doesn't keep lights on. So I kept my sketchbook hidden, not because it was embarrassing, but because it was me. Every drawing was a piece of something I couldn't say out loud. Then last month, I came home from school to find my desk half empty. Markers gone, papers gone, sketchbook gone. I ran to the kitchen, heart pounding. You cleaned your room? I asked. He didn't even look up from his phone. Yeah, threw out all that scrap paper. I froze. You mean my sketchbook? If it's that important, he said, you should have put it somewhere safe. He said it like he dropped a candy wrapper, not a year's worth of work. My mom argued with him later, of course, but he doubled down. I'm teaching her responsibility. I didn't yell, didn't cry. I just felt this quiet kind of rage, the kind that settles deep and waits. 2 days later, my art teacher announced the annual student exhibition. Anyone could submit 3 pieces for a chance to display and sell them publicly. I almost didn't sign up. Then I remembered something: most of my sketches had been spilled online. I'd backed them up months ago for a digital portfolio I never showed anyone. I stayed up for nights redrawing everything cleaner, sharper, angrier. I poured every ounce of what he made me feel into those pages. Opening night arrived. The gym was packed. Parents, teachers, students. My work covered an entire panel. One piece stood in the middle, the biggest I'd ever done. It was him, my stepdad, drawn in charcoal, hands clutching a shredded notebook, surrounded by smoke and empty beer cans, with my sketchbook pages flying away like birds. The title, Lessons in Responsibility. People stopped in their tracks. One teacher whispered, "That's powerful." Even my mom cried quietly, standing in front of it. Then I heard his voice behind me. He'd come, arms crossed, face hard. "So this is what you think of me?" I met his eyes. "You told me to make something practical. It's selling for $200. He blinked. Someone actually paid for it before he could even reply. He hasn't touched my stuff since. Doesn't talk about art, doesn't call it pointless. Nothing. He gives me space now. Uncomfortable space, but space. Mom framed the check copy and pinned it above my desk. Proof you were right. Since then, I've gotten 3 commissions and an art scholarship application. Sometimes I still draw him not out of spite anymore, but because in a weird way, he pushed me farther than praise ever did. He thought he was teaching me responsibility. Turns out, he just taught me motivation.